Hello, ladies, and welcome back. Oftentimes, we talk about outfit combinations and how to put them together, how to look classy, sophisticated, and elegant. But just as important as how we dress is how we smell. Now, fragrance is a very personal item for us women, especially when it comes to our signature fragrance. Whether or not you are wearing your signature fragrance or it's a perfume for a particular occasion, there are etiquette rules when it comes to applying and wearing perfume. Hello, ladies, and welcome back. So, before we get into my 5 tips on applying and wearing perfume, I wanted to share with you my outfit of the day. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so today's outfit begins with my favorite jewelry, the gold bracelet and matching necklace with the pearl detail. I'm wearing this midi-length vegan leather skirt with a 100% linen top in the color light blue. I've tied the outfit together with my corset belt, which you ladies know I absolutely love. I paired this outfit with my suede boots that I got from Banana Republic, and I really love how this outfit comes together. The linen top actually has sort of a slit detail on each side, but I've given it a front tuck and decided to just leave the back of the shirt hanging out. And I think this looks lovely. It looks very sophisticated, very classy, and very elegant. So, my tip number one with applying and wearing perfume is now you may love the fragrance that you are wearing, but everyone else may not share that opinion. So, it is very important to be considerate of others when you are applying your perfume. And by this, I mean how much you are putting on. We need to be considerate that other people may not enjoy the overpowering scent of a particular perfume. And the reason we want to be considerate with the amount of perfume that we are spraying on is because it is very offensive to be in a room when somebody has oversprayed their perfume and everybody in there starts sneezing, coughing, and choking because the fragrance is so overpowerful. So we want to make sure that we are very, very considerate when it comes to the amount of perfume that we are putting on. And we want to remember, ladies, that some people have allergies. And so heavy perfume that has been oversprayed can actually cause allergies to overreact. Now, as for me, when I am around someone who has oversprayed their perfume, I start to back up a little bit because a heavily sprayed perfume makes my eyes itch and then they start watering. And ladies, it is never a good idea for your fragrance to announce your arrival 10 minutes before you step into a room. And try to remember, ladies, when it comes to fragrance, less is always more because perfume can either have a positive or a negative effect on the people you come in contact with. And remember, ladies, you never want to overspray your perfume. You only want to leave a little note of the scent you had on when you leave the room instead of leaving everyone with a headache. So tip number one is to never overspray your fragrance. Now, my tip number two is in regard to layering scents. I know most of you ladies have either owned the kits where they contain the shower gel, the body lotion, and then the actual perfume. So this is considered layering your scent. But what we want to make sure that we are aware of is If you have used the shower gel, that's going to leave a very light note of that particular fragrance on your skin. And then you put on the body lotion, that's going to layer another element of that same scent on your skin. So there is no need to overspray when you use the perfume. So it's very important that when we are layering scents from the same line, that we only use a little bit of each one so that the scent does not become overbearing. Say, for example, that you have used the body lotion from a particular scent that you love, then finish it through with just a little note or a little spritz of the actual perfume, or you can spray some into the air and just step into it. And that is a beautiful way to give yourself a little subtle scent of the fragrance that you love. Tip number 3 is dab your perfume instead of rubbing it in. Now, this was something that I actually learned a little while ago, because when you rub your perfume into your skin, it actually mixes with the natural oils in your skin, and it can actually change the smell of the perfume. So I learned that it is actually proper to just dab it and not rub it in like this. And this was sort of the way that I was taught to do my perfumes. But after doing my research, I learned that it is not appropriate to rub the perfume into your wrist or even rub it into other areas of your skin. You want to just lightly dab it into your skin so that it does not completely mix with the natural oils in your body, and the fragrance still smells like it did when you picked it up in the store. So tip number 3 is don't dab, just spritz. Tip number 4 with regard to fragrances is don't keep perfumes after their expiration dates. Now, some people may not know, but perfumes do expire. And if you are keeping perfumes 10 and 15 years down the road, then those perfumes most likely have expired. And the reason you don't want to keep them after their expiration date is for 2 reasons. One, they're not going to smell the same after they've expired, because a lot of the chemicals in the perfumes are going to have faded down, and that fragrance is not going to smell the same. And the second reason is because you don't want to put on expired perfumes directly on your skin, because they can become toxic. And I remember talking about this in one of my previous videos. I really do not put certain perfumes on my skin, especially when they are not perfumes that are made from organic or natural products. I will usually just spritz them on my clothing, but I am not a big proponent of putting perfumes directly on my skin. So you don't want to keep them longer than the expiration date. Keep an eye on the amount of perfumes that you buy, because it is very difficult to wear hundreds of bottles of perfumes before they expire. Now, I do keep a few fragrances on hand that I really love, and some of them have been sent to me by brands in a PR box or something like that, but I only keep a few perfumes that I absolutely love. So my tip number 4 with regard to fragrance is never keep a perfume after its expiration date. Tip number 5 is wearing the right perfume for the occasion you are attending. Now, perfumes for daily wear, like going to the office or going to run errands, this is going to be a fragrance that is normally your signature scent, and it's not going to be a fragrance that is too overpowering. Have you ladies ever walked past anyone at the office or in the grocery store or even in a shopping mall, and there was this just light scent of a really beautiful fragrance? That is usually their signature scent. And some people, every time you are around them, they smell the same way because they have a signature scent. And these are usually scents that you wear on a daily basis. So we don't want the signature scent that we wear to work or running errands or whatever it is that we wear on a daily basis to be too overpowering. Now, when I was working in corporate America, I would always choose a fragrance that was very soft to wear to the office because we typically worked in very close knit spaces. So you don't want to offend anyone that's around you with a very loud perfume. And something to the effect of the one that I want to show you guys here is from Dossier. And of course, this was sent to me from Dossier, and the fragrance is called Amber Cherry. And this is a really beautiful scent. You actually smell like cherries. I love this brand because Dossier, again, is a very clean brand, and this smells amazing. And a big thank you to Dossier for sponsoring this portion of the video. But this particular one, that is the Amber Cherry, the top notes are cherry, almond, cinnamon. The middle notes are clove, rose, jasmine, and plum. And then the base notes are balsam, bean, and vanilla. So this is a very, very soft fragrance that would be appropriate to wear to the office. Now, with regard to this same tip about wearing the proper fragrance for the occasion, if you are attending a wedding or a baby shower, for example, you want to wear scents with more of floral notes, something that is very fresh and clean. And ladies, you never want to wear a scent that is so strong that it overpowers the scent the bride is wearing. So not only is this proper etiquette for weddings and baby showers, but with regard to weddings that are held in the spring and summertime, and even sometimes in the fall, you want to wear a fragrance that has more floral notes instead of scents that are very strong and overpowering. Now, when it comes to a fragrance for a date night, now, I don't know about you ladies, but my husband and I still go on date nights. You never get too old to go on a date night. So when it comes to choosing a fragrance for a date night, you want to choose a fragrance that appeals more to the senses, a fragrance that is more seductive and sensual. And I have worn this particular one for about 3 years, and no, it has not expired. But this one is very popular, and it is called J'adore. And I think this one is by Dior. And I have showed you guys this fragrance in one of my previous videos. But this fragrance is very soft and seductive. And it just smells amazing. And those of you who have worn this fragrance know what I mean. This smells really good, and it is perfect for a date night. And I absolutely love this fragrance. And as you can see, I have not used a whole lot of it because I usually just do a dab here and a little bit on each side of my neckline. And then that's all you need. But it is very seductive. It is sensual. And it gives you that little light note of a beautiful scent, especially when the wind blows. J'adore is a beautiful fragrance. So if you haven't tried this one and you're interested in a really good fragrance, a very high quality fragrance for a date night, I highly recommend J'adore. And again, the reason you want to choose a very sensual fragrance for a date night is because you don't want your date to start excusing himself from the table because you've got on such a strong scent that he's got to get up and go to the bathroom every 5 minutes to blow his nose. So you want to choose something that is very sensual, something that is very light and seductive for a date night. So my last tip with regard to applying your perfume is to be careful where you spray your perfume. You never want to spray your perfume underneath your armpit, between your legs, or in the seat of your underwear. And I know that a lot of you ladies have seen this, or maybe some of you have done this, but that is never a good idea. And not only can it cause either a breakout underneath your arm, and especially if it's between your legs or inside of your underwear. So we need to be careful where we are spraying our fragrances. And again, you don't want to put them unless they are a very clean fragrance, one that doesn't have harmful chemicals in it. You never want to put any type of perfumes directly onto your skin unless you're going to just do a little light note of it, but don't rub it in. Now, I'm not saying that all perfumes are toxic, but you want to just be careful with the fragrances that are not clean beauty fragrances. So make sure that you are not spraying your perfume underneath your arm, between your legs, and in your underwear. So those are all the tips I have for you ladies in today's video with regard to applying and wearing perfume. I hope you've enjoyed my tips, and if you're landing on my channel for the first time, my name is Teresa, and this channel is all about leveling up and becoming more elegant and more graceful. And if you're interested in this, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And also, ladies, thank you so much for those of you who return week after week to watch my videos. And before you leave this video, please hit that like button, as that tells me what type of videos you guys enjoy watching. Thanks for watching, ladies, and I'll see you in the next one.